What's up all my successful gamers and welcome back to the Pokemon Fire Red and Leaf Green 100% walkthrough. In the last episode we went through the Nugget Bridge and we met Bill. Now it's time to take on Misty, get her badge, and we're gonna be also heading to Vermillion City. But first, before we go ahead and do that, we're gonna do a little extra. Make sure you guys grab your Magikarp and your Nidoran, because I'm gonna go ahead and take care of that real quick. Remember when I told you guys when to meet Bill? That police officer will actually move. You guys can actually come inside here, talk to this guy. Those miserable rockets, look what they've done to my house. They stole a TM for teaching Pokemon how to dig holes. Well, that's crazy. Once you actually beat this guy and he coughs up the TM, I don't know why he gives it back to me, a 10-year-old who's not going to give it back to the original owner. But hey, hey, stay out. It's not your yard. It's not your yard either. Nah, man, you're looking kind of shady. We don't believe you at all. Alright, so looks like we're battling a level 17 Machop. Absorb should take care of this. Yeah, Dig actually has other uses other than just in combat. It's actually a 2-turn move. First it digs underground, and then the next turn it attacks from underneath the ground. But outside of battle, if you're in a cave, you can actually use the move Dig outside of combat while walking around, and you can actually dig your way out of the cave to the beginning of the cave. It's actually pretty helpful if you are, for whatever reason, grinding caves. Yeah, that was almost a level up. And yeah, I didn't do any level ups. I said I was gonna level up off screen, and I didn't do that. But yeah, Drowzee is a pure psychic Pokemon that transforms into Hypno at level 26. And it stays a psychic Pokemon, but I've used this thing before and it's actually not bad. It has that move disable. Haha, I'm too slow, my man. If I went first, he would have disabled one of my moves, but nope. Oddish is way too slow. But yeah, I've used him before on my team. He's actually pretty good. Most psychic users are in this game. But he actually has a pretty nasty combo with Hypnosis, because Hypnosis can put you to sleep, and you can learn a move called Dream Eater, and that only works to Pokemon that are actually asleep, and it does a ton of damage, and it also heals you for the damage, so it's actually pretty OP. Damn it, he disabled my Absorb, so we're just gonna have to rely on poison here. I guess we can Sweet Scent until yeah, that goes away, I guess. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I don't want to. Maybe I can split XP. I didn't want to split XP, but maybe I can split XP. He hit me with the confusion and it really hurt. But I think Pikachu is actually about to level up, and so is Oddish, so I think this might actually work out for me. I was thinking I didn't want to do any split the XP, but that's fine. I didn't mean to do that. Oh my god. I don't know if I've ever said it, but you can't use a status effect on a Pokemon that already has a status effect. So I can't poison, I can't paralyze a Pokemon that's already poisoned, but I can confuse it. Just can't paralyze or sleep it. Alright, yeah, that's double level up, I think, maybe. Yeah, that works out. I'm happy with that. Zeus is trying to learn Slam. I think I'm going to pass on Slam. Slam does a lot of damage, 80, but accuracy is only 75, and I feel like the power isn't enough to have that accuracy. So, yeah, I'm going to pass on Slam. Okay, I'll return the TM I stole. I don't know why you're returning it to me. That's crazy. Better get moving by. He just vanishes. Alright, so we're going to go down here. We're going to go to the Pokemon Daycare Center and deliver our Magikarp. First, we're going to try and find the new Pokemon in this route. We found it on the first try. Hell yeah, let's go. Alrighty. So Meowth is a normal type Pokemon that actually transforms into Persian at level 28. Now, this is actually a Pokemon that I almost always had on my team as well, for a couple of reasons. One, you can teach it Thief, which, I mean, if you guys have seen the anime, that makes sense, right? Thief to a Meowth. But when it transforms, you can actually teach it Shadow Ball. And Shadow Ball is a very, very powerful Ghost type move that will actually carry you through a section of the Elite Four. Agatha. Yeah, Shadow Ball runs through her, so I'm actually going to... I wish it was a male, because the Pokemon name that I usually give this thing is... kind of fits males better, but I'm gonna do it anyway. Got it. I didn't feel like paralyzing it or sleeping it. All it does is sleep during the daytime. At night, it patrols it. It's a night owl. I'm gonna name it Cash. But yeah, that was actually pretty quick. You have a 45% chance to find a Pidgey in this grass. So this is actually a pretty good spot to train your Pikachu if you want to. The highest level that you can find a Pidgey at is 16, and this is the lowest, so... But at this point, you should be one-shotting bird Pokemon of this caliber, so it's actually not a bad grind spot for your Pikachu. The other Pokemon that you can find here, it's only 3, is Oddish or Bellsprout, depending on what game you're playing. But this is the Daycare guy. You go here, you leave your Pokemon, you take a bunch of steps, you get your steps in, right? And your Pokemon get trained, they get rewarded. Come see me in a while. You can take them back immediately, by the way. Your Rage needs to spend some more time with me. You owe me $100 for the return of this Pokemon. Man, I just handed him to you. What? But yeah, every $100 is the base rate. Every time he grows a level, it adds $100. So, yeah. You can just have him for a while. It's okay. In fact, I don't know if I'm gonna ever be back for him, to be completely honest with you. I might just abandon that Magikarp here. You can catch a Gyarados with the Super Rod, but I'll try to remember. That that Pokemon's there. Now, this lady actually trades you Nidoran for Nidoran. Remember, I said we need to capture 2 of these guys. I told you not to forget this one at the beginning of the video. Time to say goodbye. And this is why it's so much easier to do it this way and not spend, 1 to 5 business days trying to look for the opposite gender in that route, like Route 4. It's much better this way. And each Pokemon that you trade always comes back the exact same level, so... But the only thing is you can't nickname it. It always has its own name. This one is going to have a tiny mushroom. Yeah. Now, one thing about trade Pokemon is that they actually level up very quickly. But because they level up very quickly, that's why they have a chance to disobey you since you're not their original trainer. Which is what OT means, by the way. If you guys didn't know right there. But yeah, we're actually gonna go ahead and probably evolve this thing at some point. But we're actually just gonna go ahead and store it. And look at Slowbro right there. Remember I said once you meet Bill, that Slowbro is gonna move. Once you learn the cut HM, you can cut this thing. I don't know why you would. I mean, it's such a small detour to just jump this ledge, but yeah. Alright, just went up to the Pokemon Center to heal. We're going to do a couple of things right now. A couple of things that we need to do. We're going to go into our berry pouch. We're going to go for this berry right here. A berry that will be used in battle to lift confusion. Misty's Waterpulse has I think like a 20 or 25% chance to actually confuse your Pokemon, and it seems to be much higher than that, because for some reason it like always confuses you. I'm gonna go ahead and give that to our Oddish here so that once he does get confused, which he will at least be able to eat the berry and cure it. Actually go ahead and switch him to first so that we can oh, he actually has an item already. Yo, you have a rare candy for me, my guy? What do you have? Oh, he's got a nugget. That's crazy. We're nugget farming. This guy actually just has a nugget on him. He actually has, I think, like a 1 or 2% chance to have a rare candy, too, but... Yeah. Oh, his move, too. He's got a really cool ability called Pickup. He may pick up items, so I think that's actually how he grabbed that. A lot of people just go Squirtle, since Squirtle can literally just carry you through the whole entire game. And they actually just put 5 Meowths on their team, along with Squirtle, and then they just always just pick up items. So that's what I'm actually going to do until we fill out our Pokemon spot. I'm going to keep this guy on our team so that he can pick up random bits of items for us. And hopefully he picks up a rare candy or a Master Ball or, some type of stone would be cool. But yeah, let's go in here. Let's challenge the gym. Every trainer in here is going to have a Pokemon that we're going to need to go over. first one is actually going to be a really cool Pokemon, especially in Gold, Crystal, and Silver, because Horsea is a Water-type Pokemon that evolves into Seadra at level 32. And its final evolution is none other than Kingdra, and can only evolve when traded while holding a specific item, and that item is Dragon Scale. And once it becomes a Kingdra, it actually becomes a Water Dragon type. And it was always the last Pokemon in the 8th gym of the Gold and Silver series, and I just always thought it was so cool. I think I always thought that because it was a traded Pokemon, right? And, you know, since I couldn't have traded Pokemon, yeah. Shellder is another Water-type Pokemon that evolves into Cloyster when given a Water Stone. Shellder is also the thing that I think bites onto a Slowpoke's tail, but makes it become a Slowbro. And I think I'm actually going to, just for this gym, it's not a very good move, but it is going to be a little bit useful just for us. I'm going to teach Bullet Seed to Oddish. Just for now. We don't need Sweet Scent. We can go ahead and leave Poison and Sleep Powder. I want to at least have both of those two, and then two grass moves, which I think we're going to teach Cut to this thing. It doesn't leave us a lot of room for other moves. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Maybe I'll have a HM Slave for a bit. This girl's funny. I'm more than good enough for you. Misty won't have to be bothered. This girl has one Pokemon and it's a fish. But at least it's better than a Magikarp, right? Goldeen! Goldeen is another pure water type that evolves into Seaking at level 33. And let's go ahead and use Bullet Seed, see what this thing does. Can attack 2 to 5 times, Bullet Seed. Literally just spits a bunch of seeds at it. Super effective! And it only hit 2 times, unfortunately. Let's see if Absorb actually is going to one-shot this thing. Fire's power was weekend, bro. Who's using fire here, my mans? I said that about the... Actually, Bullet Seed, even with 2 hits, did a little bit more. So Bullet Seed actually might be the better thing to use here. Super effective! Alright, that's a level up. That's level 20. 2 more levels and we get a Gloom. You overwhelmed me. Alright, Misty. So, Misty, we don't need to go over anything that Misty has because she's going to have the base and final form of the Pokemon that we can go over. But, alright, Misty, give me your best shot. I think we're ready for you, though. I'm not going to lie. Yeah, play that gym battle music. Staryu. Now, this is actually only a water type. Its evolution becomes Water Psychic. But let's go ahead and spit some Bullet Seeds at it. Both Pokemon have Waterpulse, by the way, too. Unfortunately, they also both have Recover, so they can actually recover their own HP. Nice, we actually one-shot this thing. Alrighty. Alright. The threat of the whole entire game. My goodness. Now, we're not going to outspeed this thing, so I'm thinking, do we Bullet Seed? Or do we try to put it to sleep? Because if we get a Sleep Powder off, it's game. But if we miss, we might actually get punished pretty hard. I usually don't try to put it to sleep, but I'm going to see if we can hit it. This thing gets crits left and right, by the way. Yes, we actually put it to sleep. That's so lucky. Hopefully it sleeps for like the full 6 turns. It's not going to. And she's going to use a super potion too. She has, I think, 2 of them to use. We might can bypass it. Oh my god, we got a critical hit. If we hit 5 times, we actually one-shot this thing too. 3 times. I'm pretty sure that's going to be a super potion. Let's try to Bullet Seed again. Oh no, she didn't actually even super potion. That's strange. Alright, GG's, Misty. We didn't even have to use Pikachu. The hell, Pikachu? Yeah, that went perfect. That literally could not have went any more perfect for us. Y'all thought I'm probably exaggerating on how hard Misty is, but I swear, y'all, we got so lucky. We got so lucky. You're too much. Alright, you can have the Cascade badge to show you beat me. Wow, thanks. And she gave me $2,000. Dude, what is a kid doing with that much money? Oh, wow, we're actually level 21 in evolving. I forgot it was 21, not 22. Yay, we get a Gloom. Yeah, we could have evolved this thing real quick, actually, before we even fought this guy. Or this girl. Cascade badge makes all Pokemon up to level 30 obey. That includes even outsiders you get in trades. There's more, you can now use cut anytime, even at a battle. Now we just have to go get that HM so we can start cutting trees. And that's Waterpulse. She actually hands us Waterpulse, but we don't have any Pokemon that can use it right now, so it's chillin'. Well, damn. Pikachu was trained for no reason at all. Goodbye, Pikachu. Alright, you guys, we didn't heal. I don't think we need to, but we can go ahead and head back over here now. We just put Pikachu back in the PC, so everyone give Pikachu a thank you for helping us out on the team, even though we didn't use him for what we wanted him. His purpose was not met, but, you know, at least we had Pikachu on the team for a little bit, right? So, now we are heading down here. That building, by the way, is a dead end. We don't need to go in there for anything. So, this is the underground path. Now, there's actually a ton of hidden items down here. But again, it's just a kind of what group did you get into, A, B, or C? And I don't actually remember where all of them are. I know that there's one on the blue line. There's one on the red line. There's one by the south stairs. I'm just going to run through this whole entire area and tapping A. But it is a long freaking thing. And all the items that are actually here are, or at least I should say are possibly here. They aren't too amazing. So you have a Ice Heal, a Burn Heal, a Parlyze Heal, an Antitode, an Awakening. All of those basically just heal a status type move. And then you can have an Ether and an Ice Heal. Alright, I'm not even going to bother explaining any further. This is another recurring item place, so every 1500 steps this place resets as well. But I think there's 6. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, so there's 6 items. I think each line should actually have an item out of those. Parlyze Heal, Ice Heal, Burn Heal, and then Ether is the only one in Group C. So you're not going to find that unless you're in Group C. All the other items are Group B. But we got Group A, so we don't have a single item. But yeah, if you guys want any of those items, even if you just want to sell them or whatever, just explore down here and tap A on those spaces and you might get lucky. People lose things in the underground area, but it's so dark. Alright, let's go up here, actually, and grab this rare candy for us. Another hidden item. Now let's go over here on the other side and grab a very OP berry. Citrus berry, and I wish we could grow these, dude. These are so nice to have. This actually will raise your HP by 30 if you're low. So that's going to be really, really helpful for us at some point. Now, let's go ahead and get into a bunch of trainer battles. Now, I should tell you, if you are struggling against Misty, you can actually go this route to Vermillion City. You can bypass Misty, you don't have to fight her right now. You can do all of this training. There's more trainers to the right of Vermillion City. There's a great spot to train your Oddish and Diglett's Cave for, you know, extra levels. You can do a crap ton more grinding if you're struggling. And aside from that, yeah, that citrus berry, just put that on one of your Pokemon too. It'll heal you 30 HP and that'll come in clutch at some point. But yeah, other than that, we're gonna battle the rest of these trainers, go to Vermillion, and probably end the video. One thing I'm gonna try is I figured out how to fit the resolution to screen, because on the Nintendo Switch there's actually a whole lot of space. Like the picture is not fit to screen. There's a whole lot of space. It's basically like kind of like widescreen, you know. It's kind of like in a little portrait, and I don't like that. So that's why I've had like the little Pokemon Pokemon border, so there's not just a bunch of black space in my videos. But I figured out how to completely maximize the screen with the pictures, so I'm gonna try to do that. And I hope it doesn't stretch it out or pixelate it or make it look bad. I'm gonna give it a video to make it, just to see how it works out. And yeah, if it looks good, then I'll probably keep it full screen. I don't know, maybe you guys can drop a comment and see how it looks on your end if you guys prefer it full screen. Because I myself prefer it full screen. I don't prefer it kind of, how it would be if I wasn't messing with it. But yeah, let's kill these bugs. Alright, this guy has all bug Pokemon, so should be a couple of quick, easy embers, and they should all go down. Alright. I don't know how to say this guy's name. Bug Catcher Kigo. That was my best shot. Alright, let's actually keep Oddish out for this one, I think. He's got a level 20 Squirtle. I don't know what's up with everybody in this game who doesn't evolve their Pokemon past a certain level. This thing has very high special defense, clearly. My goodness. Sorry, I should have used a Bullet Seed anyway. It's gotta be the most ridiculous move. Spits out a bunch of bullet seeds. I just can't win. Oh, poor guy's probably fighting it with his girl. That's why he feels like that. Like, I just can't win. Yeah, we've all been there, dude. This is a private conversation? Yeah, apparently he just can't win. Oh no. Picknicker Nancy, why are you so mean? So we got a couple more bullet seeds for you. Ah, no, look at that health, man. Alright, its next Pokemon is going to be a Pikachu, so I'm not sure how I feel about this. Yeah, level up, level up. Let's see what Bullet Seed will do to this thing. God, man, it makes me miss my Pikachu. Zeus, I'm sorry I stored you in the PC, bro. Never should have had him on the team. Now I miss him. I don't know how, like right now I'm 3 episodes ahead before the first one even airs. So hopefully I don't get a crap ton of comments saying, keep the Pikachu on your team! Because I'll probably be like beating Giovanni by the time friggin' this is by the time I see the comments to keep Pikachu or something. Nah, we're not gonna keep Pikachu, guys. We're not gonna keep him. Yeah, we're actually not gonna. Yeah, we're swapping that. Oh, he picked up an item. What's our first item? PP up. So we got a nugget and a PP up. That's insane. That's crazy. That's crazy odds right there. Those are really high drops, actually. I think I want to grab more Meowths. I really think I want to grab more Meowths. By the way, guys, this patch of grass on this route, Route 6, has the exact same Pokemon as the ones outside the Daycare on Route 5, so nothing new here. This Butterfree can be really annoying with its status effects, but it has really, really good XP. This is actually a really good area to do the Reverse Trainer, which we're actually going to get in a second very quickly here. I'm going to show you guys how to use that too. Anywhere where there's a bunch of trainers kind of clumped up and able to be on your screen is a very good place to use the Reverse Seeker. And this is probably the best spot right here because you got 3 right here, right? And you got 3 down here. So, I mean, you can only get 3 in one frame. Can't do both, but you guys are going to see what I mean by that very, very shortly once we use it. This girl has literally 3 Pidgeys. She really likes Pidgeys, I guess. I don't know why, but I always used to like to name my bird Pokemon George. That'll do, George. That'll do, George. I used to have a bird when I was little. I only had it for like a month, and my parents sold it, but had a bird for like a month and its name was George. It's probably could be why. Like a childhood PTSD thing, I don't know. A cute little bird. Alright, all 3 Pidgeys are dead. I think we're gonna barely miss the level up though. Yep. Guy has a Spearow, and we actually get to see the evolved form of Rattata. A super early evolution though. It's kind of weird how they do that. Some Pokemon don't evolve at all, and then some evolve super early. How you guys do that? Alright, level 21. Let's see, I wonder if our, it's Parlyze. Maybe I shouldn't try it. We're already done with this route. We already reached Vermillion City after this, so if we get fainted, we can just heal up real quick. But we're pretty much gonna also be at the end of the video already, once I show you guys about the Verse Seeker. Don't want to make these episodes super long like I made the last 3 were like almost an hour long. I like to make my videos have like good like plot points, you know, like a good starting point and a good ending point. I don't like to ever like, you know, oh, 20 minutes is up and then just, you know, end the video in the middle of a fight or, you know, something ridiculous like that. In the middle of a route. At least like to start a good starting and ending point. So I think once we get to a new city is pretty much a great, you know, stopping point. This stinks! I couldn't beat your challenge. You got a formidable team though, my friend. You really did. By the way, this guy stays old in every Pokemon game, even when you come back here in Gold and Silver. This guy still hasn't built his house. I'm putting up a building on this plot of land. I'll own it all. My Pokemon is tamping the land to lay the foundation. Yeah, this guy's never finished. 200 years from now. I don't know if it actually was 200 years, but we're actually going to come heal our Pokemon, and we're going to turn to our left and talk to this nice blue-haired chick. She's going to give us the Verse Seeker item, and we're actually going to register that so that we can, it's basically like a hotkey. We can hotkey the item. I just wanted to battle certain people over and over and over again. If you want to, take this. Alright, so I guess we're going to grab another item real quick. Let me come up here and grab this this fishing rod. You talk to this guy, say that you love fishing. He's like, yeah, we can be friends. Here, new friend, take this old rod. The most useless freaking fishing rod in all of the land, because all you can catch is a level 5 Magikarp with the thing, so. Alright, and let's actually go talk to this guy. On the wrong side. No one has anything to say except for this guy, and he actually, all you gotta do is listen to him talk, listen to his story, and he's gonna give you a bike voucher. What we're gonna do with that bike voucher is take it back up to the bike shop in Cerulean City, and we're gonna get a bike. This guy's still here in Pokemon Gold and Silver, and he actually gives you a rare candy in that game instead of a bike voucher, but I don't know how I remember that. That's crazy work, dude. That's like freaking, I'm 30 now, dude. Last time I played Crystal Gold and Silver is probably when I was like 10 years old. How do I have that memory? That's insane, the things that we can remember, dude. Alright, and over here, I thought it was right here. There we go, and over here, just under the Pokemon Center, is a Max Ether. So we had a regular Ether, right? The regular Ether just gives us, what is it, 10 power points? And this one absolutely fully restores it, so. Alright, now the last and final thing that we're going to do is we're actually going to go in here, talk to the girl in here who is willing to trade her Farfetch'd for a Spearow, which we've already caught and named it Pinocchio. And we're gonna trade it. We didn't catch 2 of them. The reason why we didn't catch 2 of them is because we're gonna be able to catch a plain out Fearow later in the wild. We don't need to even train this one to evolve it, so when the time comes, we'll just catch a Fearow. But if you guys want to get a high level Farfetch'd, you guys can always go to the right of this town and catch a higher level Spearow. I think it can go up to level 17. So you can catch a level 17 Spearow and then trade it to this lady and you can get a level 17 Farfetch'd. most ridiculous nickname ever. I don't understand the nickname. Alrighty, and this thing always has a stick. But the thing is it's basically only useful for a Farfetch'd. It's literally the stick in its mouth. So I'm not going to even grab it, because it literally can only be useful to a Farfetch'd. But yeah, that's basically everything here. Let me go ahead and register this Verse Seeker. Here's the Verse Seeker. I'm gonna register it, so now every time I hit the minus key on my Nintendo Switch controller, I'm gonna be able to rebattle some people. So let's actually go up here, see if we can rebattle whoever we can rebattle here. Oh, we can actually battle all three of them. And if I try to use it again, the battery isn't charged enough. Number of steps required to fully charge the battery is 100. So if I take 2 more steps, it's gonna say 98. Then, you know, that's how many steps we gotta take in order for us to use it again. But yeah, it's really good for training, retraining, I should say, and regaining your money. Looks like, oh no, that's the wrong guy. I thought Meowth had another item for us. And I believe the levels of the people that you actually battle or rebattle, actually the levels go up. But I think they go up according to what badge you have? I could be wrong on that. That's not official information. I don't know what causes the people's rematch Pokemon level to go up, but I assume that it's Pokemon badge, because that's how it is in, like, I think Pearl and Diamond. No, that's how the underground is in Pearl and Diamond. I'm not even sure about the Verse Seeker, but yeah. Go ahead and get a little bit of extra XP here. Reverse these guys, get some XP, get some more money, and then we'll probably go ahead and call it a video. Oh, you're kidding! Actually, you know what? We'll go grab the bike and then probably challenge the bottom 3 down there again, which honestly will probably just be edits for you guys. You guys won't actually be traveling with me all the way there. I'll just edit you guys all the way over there. This is the homie with the Squirtle. We're actually gonna put our Oddish, our Goddish. Let's see the crap out of this guy. Actually, no, it did gain 2 levels, didn't it? Didn't the Squirtle gain 2 levels? I think it was level 20 before. It was level 20 before. Interesting. If I remember correctly, I think it's only a select few people actually that even have a possibility to have a higher level Pokemon. Like, I think that guy above us with the 2 Weedles and Caterpies, I don't think he ever gets stronger Pokemon. But I think this guy gets stronger Pokemon. And I think these 2 down here get stronger Pokemon. Yeah, because the girl with 3 Pidgeys actually gets 3 Pidgeotos, so... But yeah, let's go all the way back up here back to the bike shop. Alright, so we're here at the bike shop here. Time to turn in our voucher, just for listening to an old man talk. Let's go! That is good karma right there. We respect our elders. And the timeline respects us. Looks like he got another item here. It's another nugget! Yo, let's go! We didn't need the freaking nugget farm. We got a freaking Meowth on the team. Alright, you guys, we're gonna go all the way back. People that got robbed. Hey, I have your TM back. Figured what's lost is lost. I thought Diglett had to dig without the TM. Well, damn, dude. We're criminal as hell. That's crazy. And the cop don't even care. I already talked to him. He's just like, Team Rocket sucks! Yeah. Yeah, they kind of do, but... Guess we'll just pocket that and not say a word. Yeah, still nothing down the underground path for me, so... That is what that is, I guess. Yeah, we got 1 out of 3 for this guy. Stunt Spore. Just healed up too. Oh, I'm confused. I'm seeing ducks or birds. I don't even know what that is. Are those ducks or birds? Tweet, tweet. I think they're birds. I think they're little chicks, right? 685 XP. Yo, that's a nice boost of XP. My goodness. I'll take that. Alright, and we actually haven't been recording for too long. probably be a little bit less when I edit it down. So I'm just gonna go ahead and show you guys a really good Oddish training spot real quick. This route over here has a bunch of trainers in it. I'm gonna go ahead and cover that in the next episode. But this right here is Diglett's cave. Diglett dug this long tunnel. It goes right to Viridian City, they tell me. Go all the way from down here at Diglett's cave, all the way over here back to Pewter City and Viridian City. That's insanity, dude. That is the longest tunnel ever. It's like going from Florida to California, dude. Just one long ass tunnel. It's insanity. But we're not gonna go all the way through it because we need Cut to go all the way through it. But I'm just gonna show you guys the one Pokemon, well, I guess two Pokemon. But the one Pokemon here is actually Diglett, and he's a ground type, and his actually evolved form is actually here as well. It's a Dugtrio. Nice. Yeah, Diglett evolves into Dugtrio at level 26. But the fun fact is you actually have a tiny chance of 5% to actually find a Dugtrio, either at level 29 or level 31. And you can actually catch him, get lucky enough to catch him, I should say. Yeah, you can just use that thing to take out the whole entire third gym pretty easily, actually. Looks like we can't completely one-shot. The highest level we can find a Diglett is level 22. Let me see if I can one-shot one with Bullet Seed, because Absorb was pretty close. I think Bullet Seed might can finish it off. This is level 20, so this is a good test right here. I'm gonna catch one real quick too, but yeah, I think Bullet Seed can do it in 3 hits. Which 3 hits is pretty common. Damn, I usually call this thing Doug, but I don't know what to call it since it's a female. Yeah, wow, I actually have no idea. I'm stumped. On a female Diglett name, I usually do, like I said, I just usually call him Doug. That don't work with a female, I guess. I mean, this don't really work either, but it's better than naming a female Doug. Let's go with Quake. I don't know. That's all I got. That's all I got. Alright, you guys, I didn't go to the Diglett cave like I said. We're back in Vermillion City. This is the Pokemon gym. This is an electric gym. The way is blocked though. We need the HM cut by this tree. We can only cut that down with the HM. And how we're gonna get that HM is we are gonna go down here to the party yacht. But our good friend Bill gave us a ticket. So in the next episode, we're gonna be going through probably this whole entire ship. So yeah, in the next episode, we're gonna go on a party yacht. See y'all there. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one. Successful weekend, everybody. Wait! He's got an item! Oh, that was just a berry.